Hello everyone! As you can probably tell, I have just got up because of the state of my hair and I'm still wearing my Marvel pyjamas. But I'm incredibly excited because tomorrow is the release date of Grand Theft Auto 5.
Peggy 18.
A few weeks ago, I was happily sulking by my swimming pool. What do you want?
Just came by to see if there's something I can help you with.
I'm retired. And my psychotic best friend shows up out of nowhere.
Nobody tells me what I want!
To torture me over mistakes I made over a decade ago. You're back in the game? I guess.
Yes! Woo! Welcome back, man!
We're all professionals, we all know the score.
This is legit business. 401ks, tax returns, and all.
We're gonna move quick, and we're gonna keep cool.
My job, my score, get your own!
You are alone, you pathetic psychopath!
Suppose a group hug's out of the question?
So there was probably no need to tell you that Grand Theft Auto 5 is out tomorrow, because if you're a gamer, like me, you've been following this game since about 2010, and you know, this is going to be the most anticipated game for you if you've been waiting for it. So there's no need to tell you of that. But because I'm incredibly excited, and I just watched Boogie2988's video with Foxes talking about Grand Theft Auto 5, he said that the Amazon pre-orders are coming early, which I've pre-ordered it on Amazon. So if that's true, I'm not sure if it is true, but you know, if it is, I should be getting the game pretty damn soon. But you know, I'll just have to wait like everyone else until probably tomorrow, depending how long it takes to deliver to get it. But I wanted to talk about Rockstar's other games for the Xbox 360 leading up to Grand Theft Auto 5. So first of all, we have Midnight Club Los Angeles. Now, this game was a very good driving game. You know, it wasn't like what Rockstar does. You know, they do shooters, action. You know, this was sort of different from what they normally do. It was racing. You know, and I know they've done that table tennis game and all that. But yeah, this was a great game, and this was the first I got for Xbox. This was actually the first Xbox 360 game I ever got. So yeah, but you know, the main one that I wanted to talk about was, of course, Grand Theft Auto 4. As people know, this is probably the best of the Xbox 360's games. This is a really great game. You know, you play as Nico, an immigrant who immigrates to America, and you know, you want to live the American dream. And this was the game changer for Grand Theft Auto. You know, we had the games. Grand Theft Auto 3 was, you know, the previous game changer because, you know, it was influential. You know, it had all the parts to it that this game has. But this one, you know, they added 3D graphics, ragdoll effects. Well, 3D graphics already added, but I mean like ragdoll effects, better graphics. You know, this game was realistic, it was fun, and a lot of people, you know, they would say this is the best Xbox 360 game. And that leads us on to the next one, which is Grand Theft Auto Episodes from Liberty City. I got this when it first came out in a sale at HMD for £23. But it was an absolutely great game. You know, I probably would have got it cheaper if I bought the DLCs, but I don't regret buying this because I completed them both. You know, now I've completed the complete Grand Theft Auto story leading up to 5. So that's another reason I'm incredibly excited. You know, I've completed all previous Grand Theft Autos and I'm waiting for 5. So yeah. The series did start with a game called Grand Theft Auto London, which it was the first game, and it was an up-camera shot, so it looked down on players. And you know, you played as a character running around and you had the camera looking down at you. That was a really cool effect, but when they added the other effects on the next Grand Theft Auto game, it was really cool. But then they went back to it with Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars, which I have on PlayStation Portable. Yeah, it's a pretty good game, but you know, the downward effect, it doesn't really work in these sort of days, but it was cool to see it back. So yeah, there's a little, you know, honourable mention for Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars. So yeah, the previous Grand Theft Auto games for Xbox 360 were great, and you know, that's why some of the hype for GTA 5 is so big out there. You know, if people played these games, they're gonna have it. It's probably been pre-ordered. They'll probably receive it really soon if you're a fan of these games. You know, so yeah, and, you know, if you're a gamer and you're not excited for Grand Theft Auto 5, you know, what's wrong with you? Anyway, that leads us on to Rockstar's, you know, Grand Theft Auto is obviously Rockstar's pride and joy, but then they brought out a game called Red Dead Redemption, where you play as a bounty hunter, John Marston. So yeah, he's a former outlaw, and he becomes a bounty hunter, and you play as him, you know, and you go through his whole journey, and it's really fun to see. It's like when they released the trailer for Django Unchained, I was like, dude, why is John Marston black? But you know, Django Unchained was awesome, but this, you know, this is the, like Rockstar, you know, if they have GTA, but you know, with this, you know, they just took a completely different turn, you know. Without this, Grand Theft Auto would just be their only good thing, you know. I mean, they have Max Payne, they have, you know, and then they brought Undead Nightmare. A lot of people loved this, but I don't know, I wasn't that into it, because like I didn't get why everyone's like now a zombie, and I think this is John Marston as a zombie, and it just didn't make sense to me. You know, Red Dead Redemption was pretty realistic at times, you know. It was an open world western. It was one of the best that we had. It was the best western game I played, and then they brought out zombies for it. You know, why not bring out Grand Theft Auto zombies? Why Red Dead Redemption zombies? It just doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, that leads us on to the last part of Rockstar's Xbox 360 overview for Rockstar games. That is Max Payne 3. Now, this game was pretty cheap when I got it, and it hadn't been out for long, so I thought, you know, this game could be terrible, but it was great. I really liked this game. You know, they had Max Payne 1 and 2, which were like some of the best games I had played for PlayStation 2. But yeah, when I got this, you know, the graphics were better. Just, you know, when you do that whole slow-mo thing, I can't think of what it's called off the top of my head. When you do that, it's awesome. It's like Deadeye from Red Dead, and then they had, I think it was in Max Payne first, but yeah, that was really cool. And I just want to say this last part, you know, it says on here, inside the Max Payne 3 booklet, for the multiplayer, when you get to the right page, yeah, the social club, which I have joined, if anyone wants to form a crew with me in Max Payne 3 multiplayer, let me know, because I'll give you my gamertag. Private message me for my gamertag, I'll let you know. And we can join a crew for Max Payne 3 and continue on in Grand Theft Auto 5, which will of course be out tomorrow. So yeah, bear that in mind, and let me know what you think. So inbox me if you would like that. I know my hair's terrible, I only just got up, but I had to make this video because I just woke up and I thought, hey, it's the 16th. Grand Theft Auto 5 is out tomorrow. Boom. So yeah, are you excited for Grand Theft Auto 5? If you're not, well, you should be, because it's going to be, you know, I'm hoping it's going to be the greatest game ever. You know, they've added sharks into this one, you know, they added animals, which they first did with Red Dead, and it had been rumoured for Grand Theft Auto to add animals into their games, and they didn't, but this time they're actually doing it. So yeah, and then there's this whole, you can, what's it called, you can interact with a dog called Chop, who is Franklin's friend's dog. You can interact with him, so yeah, it's going to be a different experience for fans. It's not going to be the same, you know, shoot and run thing. Yeah, so I'm incredibly excited for this anyway. So thank you for watching, goodbye, and by the way, I will be reviewing Saints Row 4 later today, my first video game review, just to, you know, test it out. I wouldn't have bothered reviewing it because I spent so long, you know, playing it, but I'm going to, so yeah, look out for that. And thank you for watching my video. Again, if you like what you see, subscribe and like us on Facebook. The link is on my channel. Thank you for watching and goodbye. One last thing that I forgot to mention is LA Noire. Now, I'm not going to talk much about it. It's completely different from the Grand Theft Auto series, but it is a similarly great game. Very realistic, you know, you solve clues as an LAPD police officer. You know, what's not to love about the game? I know it's not really big for replayability value, but yeah, again, another great Rockstar game, so I thought I'd just add that one in because I previously didn't mention it, but yeah, this is from Rockstar. It took me a very long time to complete this one, but yeah, LA Noire.